Okay, so I'm going to do another really quick video, and I'm going to post this, but I want to show y'all certain things here. Okay, this property is still there. This is at 174 Gilbert Hollow Road. Sorry, Hollsopple PA 15937. No, I don't edit my videos very well, so you're just going to get the way it is. I'm not very good at being fake. So I want to show you this right here. You see this board up over that window right there? I'm not sure how well y'all can see that. I'm going to post it myself. The reason I want you to see this is because that's where I was boarded up in that room right there. It's a closet type room because my closet is way bigger than this place. But this is where I was held hostage, okay, for many, many, many years. Starved, beaten, molested, sexually abused, and sold. This is it. Okay, 174 Gilbert Hollow Road, Hollsopple, Pennsylvania, 15937. If one day I were to not make it to the day of justice, I want people to remember the years I spent in there with the Axel House coffee can for a toilet. Remember, please. Then I want to show you this. You see this? This is a picture of a barn. That's not a really good barn, but just, okay. Then you see this tree right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but this tree is where they would beat me till my skin hung off of me. I would have to stand there and be hit over and over from my bra line to my knees. My skin would hang off, and then they would drag me back in here, which is where the house that you just saw in this picture, okay? So basically it's kind of to the summary of, like, this is, I can't flip it around to make it work like it's supposed to, but basically this is the extent of it, okay? So this tree right here, it's not hard to, it's still there. There you go. Also, you see this picture? This is where I get really perturbed with the FBI and people like the attorney generals. If you look, I'm going to pull it up real close to y'all. Y'all see right there? Right there on the front porch area, you see that white stuff? That's called sheetrock. That sheetrock they took and they put it over that room door. That's how little I was. That's how young I was, because I couldn't get over the top of it. Okay, so they would lay it up against the door because there was no door at first. They ended up putting a door on it. Trust me, my mom loved the keys. Those like old keys. They would lock you in. Yeah, she loved it. She got a kick out of it. But this was the sheetrock that they put over the room, which is where they had me locked up was upstairs up here. So they took the sheetrock and laid it up against the door. Finally, my brothers helped me escape. And if y'all listen to one of the videos I have up, they on there I talk about the day that they tried to help me escape, and my mom ordered my brother Ronnie Jr., who has now passed away, ordered him to shoot me, and so he shot at me, and I ended up stopping, and he was begging me to keep living. Here's another picture of it again, okay? So it's back out on the porch. So what they did was they ended up installing this door where they had these keys because, well, even before they did that, they ended up putting like, not 2x4 because they weren't 2x4s. I know exactly what. They're wood pieces that have like this little side, that like siding. Does that kind of make sense? Like you could slide it into another piece. They took those and they nailed them on the bottom and the top. So when they had to give me food, that was rotten, by the way, because my mom loved to make my food and let it rot and then make me, yeah, mom of the year. They would slide it under that door, so they would pop off the bottom and beat it over and slide the food under the door, and then they would nail it back. The FBI should call me, and the ATF and the ATG and all these other people, because what they don't realize, there's some things I've never spoke of that is profound evidence that I have never told anybody that's sitting right at the ATG's doorstep, and they won't do anything about it. That's pretty sick. I've had other people go on that mountain to verify my story, and they went outside and threw up. All right, here is a wooden stove. Right above that is where that room they had me locked in. It would get so hot upstairs because there's no way to get out, open the window because the window's boarded. So if you even look at some of these other pictures up close of the house, when you see them up close, you pull it up close, you can actually see the lines that came across the discoloration in the wood. They had me boarded in for so long, it discolored the wood. And you want to tell me about wanting some justice? Think if that was your life. I also want to try to cover this up, but I want to show y'all something. This woman, that's the woman who has solid gray hair. This is Cheryl McCrae. This is the woman who loved, I mean, she enjoyed pleasuring her life with torturing me. She was one of the most vile, I think she should be charged more than Ron McCrae. That's how much I hold her responsible. It's taken me a lot of years to process how much evil she did, but I have, and I've got it on recording. I've actually got it on recording laughing about what they did to me. Laughing. Finding it like, was it that big of a deal? Oh, Cherie, you know I love you. So, don't tell me there's not evidence. I just gave you 2 seconds. My God. If I was running the show, it wouldn't take me a week, and I would have I think sometimes that's their problem. They don't want to own up to their part of neglecting and failure to protect, so they just keep putting it off, hoping I'm going to quit. Well, you should have thought about that years ago, because when you go so many years being tortured, you don't ever forget. So, especially when you get no justice from it, okay? You don't even get 1 day in court. I've had not 1 day in court. Not one. So you imagine how you feel. By the way, here's another picture I thought I'd show you. This is called True Vine Baptist Church out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Okay? See that piano? It's still there at that church. That's something that actually, a law firm I'm working with right now, they've actually verified that. This right here is me. Look how sad I look. Would you like to know I had already been molested at this age by Charles Wesley Wright? He writes about it very candidly, actually. I mean, he has no problem talking about how he stuck his fingers in me, all this other sick shit he did to me. So when they went, this is in Virginia, so when they moved to Pennsylvania, they sold me to Charles Wright for the property. It's all on document. It's not even hard to verify. But again, don't call me. Don't get with any of the evidence. Let's just keep ignoring every single thing that, and you know what's another thing that's weird? You'll see all these pictures, right? You see these? These are all my brothers. And you go, where's Cherie? Where's she at? It's because I wasn't there, because I was boarded up in a room upstairs in this little bitty closet. No toys. No, nothing. A can, Maxwell House can, which was my mom's, and she would remind me, like, I'm almost through with the can of coffee, so I can give you a new toilet. No clothes, hardly at all. No trash cans, no bedding. A spring bed that had no mattress, it was just springs. And when it made noise from laying on it because it was old, my mom would get my dad to come over and beat on me because the springs bothered her. So you wonder why I want justice? This is why. Because when you live in this kind of hell, and they're running around right now and they're abusing other kids. There's a case out of Missouri right now at a boys' home. When I've told y'all about the Duck Dynasty boys' home, I don't care anymore. I'm not going to keep it secret anymore. Okay, I don't care. That's him was running the help running the boys' part of the home where the Duck Dynasty kids go. Yeah, don't believe me? I got pictures and proof of that too. There's nothing I talk about on here that is not truthful. and I can back up. And you know what's even sicker is when you think about all the people I have named, because I've named a lot. I've not had one lawsuit put up against me. Do you know why? Because I tell the truth. I don't have to slander. I don't have to make up anything. I tell the truth. The truth is bad enough. So when you have people like this running around America, the Worldwide Street Preachers Fellowship, Google it. When you have that happening, somebody has to stand up. So since it only is me, I will go ahead and do that, and I have. And I will continue to until y'all do something. Not meaning my fans is in y'all's fault, but this is why I depend on y'all more than you know. So thank you so much. I'm going to post more, but I just wanted to get out some really quick basic things. And by the way, this stuff with the attorney generals, let me give you this really quick to my fan that was asking me about it. The date on the letter, March 22nd, 2021. Okay? So, and then if you want to find out, there's a Dale Stacy, who's an investigator for sexual assault and family violence out of Norfolk Police Department. They're the ones that was trying to prosecute these sick bastards. Then you have the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation for the Dallas Division, William Melrose, who is a he's a special agent with Tyler Residency Agency at 3301 Golden Road, Tyler, Texas. Guess what? He's the one of the people that drilled me about what happened up there. Nothing happened. They didn't care. So, there we go. That's just a part of it, but I think it's duly needed to be noted. Also, just so you also know, he said, do people really have the evidence, Cherie? You see this? This is the reason why I cut this out. You see the name? Cambria County District Attorney. When you go to their page, guess what you see as soon as you open it up? Me. My pictures, my evidence. I put all that up there, and nobody goes, wow, man. Every time we look up on our website, the Attorney General, there is Cherie, Justice for Cherie. What are we doing? This girl's not afraid, because if she was afraid, she wouldn't be putting it out there so publicly. So when you get infuriated like me and go, what in the blazes is going on? That is something that needs to be addressed in Pennsylvania. I wish all hell would break out in Pennsylvania over what they did to me, because that alone, those people need to be brought in. Witnesses, Gilbert Davis, he saw and heard, he listened to my mom tell him how she threw me down an outhouse hole of human feces. They actually would get up in church and brag about flaying my body alive, beating me unconscious. So, yeah. Aaron Maines, Chris Garrettson, all these other people that were there. Yeah, they're all there. You bring them in. Make them tell the truth. Some of them will be willing to tell the truth. Some of them aren't even hiding it. They don't care. They'll just tell you. Gilbert Davis, Bedford, Pennsylvania, he's just going to tell you, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, sure did. Yeah, Daniel Gowan tortured me. They tried. I'm going to stop with him right now. There, drag him in. Till then, I won't shut up, and I don't have any plans to. Thank you guys. Sorry if I sound aggressively upset. Sometimes you just either cry or get pissed. So I have to be pissed, because if I think about what they did day after day after day after day, go ask Mr. David Bosley, I think is his name, that has the boys' home in Missouri. They're the people that went on that mountain to look at what happened to me. His wife wasn't able to contain herself and had to go outside and throw up, because she was just, when people start seeing the truth, they go, why hasn't anything been done? Like, what is wrong with this picture? Corruption at your highest point. Somebody needs to get something done. I want an internal investigation done within the district attorney's office, the police department there, the investigators, the attorney generals. I want to know why nothing's getting done. So if you don't think if you think for 5 seconds I'm going to shut up, you've got a whole nother level of crazy coming on you, because I'm not. So, good luck. But please, everybody, bug them, please. This is why. Because I'm not just blowing this in the wind. I feel like I deserve justice. And I didn't even ask for civil, civil. I'm asking criminal. I want criminal charges. So some people sell out to financial. I want criminal. Thank you. Love you all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Please stick with me in this fight. It shouldn't be a fight. It should have just been given to me already. Thank you.